So, if you were to take a survey of button accordion players and ask them, hey, what was the first song that you learned how to play on the button accordion? Myself included, when I was learning how to play this accordion, chances are pretty good that they would say, well, at least one of the first 5 songs that they learned how to play was this song, La Napolera. It's a Narciso Martinez song. It also is a great song to translate to piano accordion because it kind of introduces you to the logic of the button accordion. So, first of all, the melody walks around with thirds, and if you know anything about traditional music, a lot of third harmonies. Also, there's a lot of sixth harmonies. So this song is great because the whole first phrase, thirds and sixths, is how it's harmonized. And it introduces a technique that you see on button accordion, and I've tried to translate it a little bit to piano accordion. And that is this claw technique, as I like to call it. And that's where you either take like 1, 2, 3 fingers, and you kind of create a shape and you move it up and down the keys. So rather than trying to do like a very classical piano way of very smoothly connecting these thirds, you're actually creating this little shape, and then you're moving that up and down the accordion. So right away in like the pickups into measure 1, and then also over there in like measure 5, 6, and 7, if you have the score in front of you, you'll notice I'm using a claw shape. I'm going rather than, I feel that articulation is a little more appropriate. Okay, and then when you get into measures, what is it, like, I guess it's 5 through 7, we have a little slur line there. And basically what I'm doing there is I have a little shape, da 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 da. So I'm lifting up my hand, doing the same kind of shape. Oops. Okay, and that's in between figures 4 and 2 and 1 and 3. Okay, and that's a good, that's kind of an introduction to this kind of like idea, this claw technique as you move up and down the accordion. And we'll have more of those in some of the songs that are going to come up later. Lastly, there's another technique I kind of wanted to introduce in this song too. That's like round about measure, what is it, 18, 19, 20, 21. And measure 21, we have this technique that's pretty common in music from this part of the world, where you kind of, on piano accordion, you kind of go like, sort of like a hammer-on, and that's where you like push down on one key, then your thumb kind of comes on and grabs a lower key. Okay, so if you look at, I guess it's measure 21, we have this like kind of run that goes, and the hammer-on's right at the end of it. Da, 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 da. Okay, and then kind of like another one of those kind of like claw third shapes right afterwards. So it's kind of a combination of two of the techniques that I hope that you can learn from playing this song. Okay, so that's that whole little phrase from, what is it, like I guess it's measure 21, 22, 23, 24, 21 through 24, and it sounds like, okay, so to kind of recap the techniques that we have, kind of the claw shape right there, so now we're going to do the claws with the slurs. Lots of thirds, sixths, okay, and then we repeat the first section. Now we go up to the second section, so we have to move our hand way up here. Okay, Okay, so check that out. There's like a little, a little grace note there. So that little grace, these little grace notes are pretty important when you're trying to translate a button accordion song to the piano accordion, because then that's kind of what helps make it sound more legit. Alright, so then we have that lick that we just talked about with the slur and then the hammer on. Right there. Okay, so that is, those are all the techniques that I think are most relevant to this particular song. So all together, if I were to play this one more time, and I'll kind of talk over it, talk about the techniques. We've got thirds and sixths at the beginning. Still thirds. Here's how I move the hand up. Okay, and we had a little turnaround there, it's very common, where you're just arpeggiating a G chord. So yeah, here's the second section, right? So let's do that again. Ah, tricky. So one word about those little turnarounds at the ends of the phrases. That triad. So I don't play those every single time that I'm playing through the melody, especially if I'm playing with a band or something. Sometimes I just can't get it. So maybe leave it out. I almost always leave it out if I'm going to the second section of a song. It's just kind of what I do instinctively. So I might end the phrase kind of like, and then go to the next section. Especially if I have to jump up really high. Gives me extra time. Rather than what's written. Your call, it just depends on how you're playing it. So, this is a little introduction to the song La Napolera. Be sure to get the score for this and then practice along with it. I'll try to include some finger numbers on there. And then reference this video and let me know in the comments what you think, if this is helpful, what would be more helpful, and then because I've only ever taught this privately one-on-one with people. I've never tried to put a video out there on YouTube, and usually the questions that the students ask me kind of dictate the direction in which we go. Okay, so once again, my name is Nate Basinger. Thanks for checking out this video. Like I said, I'm learning how to do this, so leave comments for me below. And please share this channel with anybody that likes accordion and traditional music. And also feel free to email me if you have any questions, natebasingeraccordion@gmail.com. I'll try to list that below too, my contact information. Once again, this is La Napolera. It's an Narciso Martinez song. And let me know how it goes. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.